Every week or so, I take a look at some of the best and worst comments you guys leave on my videos and answer them in a public manner here. You guys seem to like these videos. I think it's a good way to interact with my subscribers and watchers and haters and trolls. But yeah, I like doing these videos a lot, so I continue to do them. And today we actually have the most amount of questions we've ever had in one video. I'm also messing around with some new editing software, so bear with me as I learn it. And let's just get right started. The first question, or the first comment, I suppose, would be, seems strange that Konami would put trains in both dinosaur decks. So if you didn't know, I did a whole bunch of dinosaur videos this past week. This was actually posted on the second one because I did two videos, and in the first one, I said superconductor train instead of superconductor tyranno. And then what ended up happening is that because I sometimes slur my words, in the second video, I ended up, instead of like enunciating it correctly, I just sort of slurred it out and it sounded similar to train. So I quickly realized that people started to notice that I couldn't pronounce tyranno without mentally forcing myself to enunciate every single syllable. Anyway, I've mispronounced things before. It's not new on this channel. I remember calling Beatrice, I think, Beatrice, and that like really angered a whole bunch of people. It's just like something that you do by accident, and won't happen again, I swear. It probably won't happen again, at least not with tyranno, at least. But thank you for pointing out that I don't know how to talk. The next comment was, full stream with timestamps and stuff would be nice. I've been posting a lot of live streams on the channel, more than I have in a while. I posted 2 last week, I believe. I did 4 or 5, I can't remember. I did at least 4 live streams last week, and I posted 2 of them on the channel, basically on days that I didn't have any other content, and I wanted to see how well they were received. The first one actually did amazing. It was like 2K views, which is, I never would have expected that for a live stream video, because most people just don't watch those videos. The second one, not so much. Right now it has less than 1,000 views. It might be affected by the content. Maybe people aren't as interested in sylvans as they are in dinosaurs. But on the plant one, I asked for advice from you guys into how I can improve the live stream. I mean, they're pretty much just VODs at this point. And one of the comments that I received multiple times, pretty much all of them, were saying that I should have timestamps in the description for certain matchups or certain discussion points. I don't think I can do that. I think it would take a really long time for me to go through and put the timestamps for different topics. I suppose I could do like an overarching one, maybe cover like 3 timestamps that are like more important than the rest. But I don't know. I don't know if putting those in the description would actually make enough of a difference in watchers. I figure, at least with live streams that I watch, I just watch the whole thing straight through, or just skip the first 10 minutes and then watch the whole thing. Because, I mean, the first 10 minutes is where I'm, like, setting up and stuff. Not so much setting up, but waiting for more than, like, 20 viewers to show up so I can actually start talking. And so I don't know if I'm going to continue posting live streams. I probably will on days that I don't have other content, so you guys can kind of click around them and see what you like and maybe watch a couple duels. But as far as putting timestamps, I think it's a good idea in theory. And if I had an intern that was doing slave labor for me and editing stuff, maybe he could spend time actually making those timestamps. But I don't have someone like that. I'm not one of those channels. So I don't think it's feasible or worth my time to necessarily put the timestamps in there. But I hear you guys, and I'll try to work on it. If I can keep a stream where I'm talking about specific topics instead of just shooting the shit, I will put the timestamps in the description. Maybe I'll try that on the next stream, talking about specific things, so that I have like a plan about what's going to happen. So yeah, something to think about. Thank you for the comments. The next one is, why do you sound like Nyhmnim? I get this a lot. Like, this comes up more often than I would think it would. I don't think I sound like Nyhmnim at all. I think Gage and I don't talk. I think we have different tones to our voices. I feel like we just talk differently. I don't know. Maybe we're both like sort of monotone, but even then I think I'm more monotone than him, so I don't know how that would play into things. I actually don't know why this keeps coming up. Maybe it's a meme. I don't think it is, though, because what ends up happening the places where these come up the most are on John's live streams when he doesn't have my name in the title, and people comment like, "Oh, is Nyhmnim with you?" It's like, "No, it's Dzeeff," and everyone's like, "No, it's Dzeeff." But yeah, this is like, and there's been a couple streams where both Gage and I have both been on the stream, and people are just like confused, I guess, at who's actually talking. I mean, people that follow both of our channels probably know what we sound like. But this was a comment. I picked this one out because this wasn't on a live stream or anything. This was an actual comment on my channel, and I've only gotten a couple on my actual channel about this. And yeah, I'm not Gage. It's not. I don't think I sound like him. I mean, maybe my subs can say otherwise, but I don't think Gage and I sound anything alike, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, moving on. I literally only care what you think about these cards because you're honestly the only person who has consistently and continuously updated, tested, and played Subterrors. This was the top comment on my Maximum Crisis 4-card Subterror review, and it's from really well-known commenter Justin Havoc, but I thought this was very nice. I like Subterrors a lot, and I like a lot of other sort of rogue decks that people don't play, and for a while, and I think even now, still a big selling point on my channel is that I play these sort of subpar archetypes, but actually try to make them not shitty. So yeah, I was glad that someone acknowledged it, and people clearly agreed with his statement because it had so many thumbs up. I think it had like 30 likes last time I checked. And yeah, thank you for coming to the channel. I'll have more Subterror content. I'm updating a lot of decks with Maximum Crisis, so we'll have even more rogue deck content. And I really do try to take decks like that seriously, which I think separates me from the other channels. That I mean, I saw people posting the trap and being like, "Why is this card good?" And it's like, I've been waiting for a Ghost Trick Scare for months. It's crazy. But yes, thank you for following the channel. Thank you for listening to me as decks like this get updated. I'm sure whatever the TCG exclusives next year will be, I'll probably pick up one of those as well if it has cool artwork, because that's what it comes down to, cool artwork. And I do like how Splagmo looks. The next comment was, I know this is nitpicky, but Godzilla should be water since he lives mostly in the sea. I did a created card review. I like doing those a lot. You guys seem to enjoy them as well. I did a created card review, and I basically made fun of how Godzilla was a fire monster, and or it was a water monster, and I thought it should be fire. But people pointed out that he lives in the sea. I know that, but I still thought he should be a fire monster because he breathes fire. So I thought that was, I don't know, a couple of people commented that it made sense that he was water, but I think it makes sense that he's fire because like that's what he attacks with. I mean, it's not like he's really attacking people in the water. I feel like he usually comes out of the sea. I don't know, just because you live in the sea doesn't mean that you're a sea creature. No one was like, oh, he should be a sea serpent monster either because he's a giant lizard in the sea. Anyway, there's my nitpicky response to your nitpicky comment. Anyway, someone said there were so many suboptimal plays in here. This was on the Sylvan gameplay feature. Is that what we can call it? The Sylvan gameplay feature. Where I posted a bunch of Sylvan gameplays. And I get this comment probably on, or I get a similar comment on almost every single video I upload with gameplays. I only spend like 2 hours getting gameplays for these videos. And as much as I'd like to say I have the time to fully test every deck I play and play it perfectly, I just don't. So yeah, there's gonna be some suboptimal plays, but it's supposed to show what the deck can do, and if you come up with better plays, by all means play it better than me. But I don't take those like super seriously, especially like this like 60 card Sylvans with Naturia Ragweed. That wasn't necessarily like my most serious video that I've ever posted, so get off my back, I guess. I don't know, just chill for a second. The last comment is, I never noticed that awkward pause at the start of the videos. Thanks for this. You'd think he might try to cut it out a bit. This is on the What's Good YouTube montage video that was a lot of fun to make. It probably took way too long to edit because I was using Windows Movie Maker, and that's actually what prompted me to get an editor, or better editing software. But that video took forever to make. I'm glad people liked it. And this comment was pointing out that John has like an awkward pause at the start of his videos. Pretty much everyone has that. I have it. You just don't notice it with me so much. Well, you don't really notice it until like you see a montage of videos like that. But it's mostly because, I don't know if you ever filmed a video before, but when you click to record, it doesn't always just instantly work, so you have to like wait a couple seconds. So usually most YouTubers wait that 1 second to make sure that whatever they're saying doesn't get cut off, because if it gets cut off, then they have to redo the intro and it's a big mess. Anyway, that's the last comment. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this questions and answers video, and I will see you later.